We're going to be talking about toxicity and how to level up and win. Hello Kara Queens, welcome back to my channel. This is probably something that I've wanted to do for so long because I really enjoy talking about these types of topics because they are real life, they help you grow as a person, they're perfect girl talk topics, and I wanted to get as real as possible with you guys today, and hopefully what I can gain from this video, sorry I'm like really comfortable right now, I'm gonna be cuddling my llama for most of this video, but hopefully what you guys can gain from this video today is a lot of success, prosperity, a happy life, and to just love your life, yourself, and the things that are going to be coming to you with very minor negativity. This isn't about finding toxicity in other people because who cares about other people? Honestly, if you spot a toxic person or somebody who could really be giving you a lot of grief and harm, then just peacefully, move aside and be done with that person, just because you don't need extra stress in your life, you don't need extra problems. And we're right now going to be focusing on ourselves because that's what's most important, is focusing on ourselves, because the type of person that we put ourselves out to be will be the person that can attract specific type of people, and you might be attracting negative and toxic people because you are also toxic. That's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be bad. Woo! We are going to prosper, we are going to win in life, we are going to just be having amazing things coming to us, because there's nothing sexier than a woman who takes care of herself, is positive, is happy, optimistic, motivated, all the above. So we're gonna kind of tackle that all today. And yeah, also if you guys are kind of into this makeup, this is my Euphoria makeup look. It goes along with my intro. Anybody who's been asking, yes, my intro is a Euphoria song. So if you guys want to see me do this makeup look, let me know. I was kind of experimenting today and now I'm like in love with it, and I'm probably gonna wear it to the grocery store, into the gym, and pretty much everywhere, because that's what a bad bitch does. If you like me enough after watching this video, make sure that you like this video, make sure that you share it, you comment, and also subscribe for more videos from me. And if you guys like these types of girl talks, then let me know and I will do more of them for you guys. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is my merch. If you guys want to pick it up, it will be linked somewhere down below. I love it so much. It's so cozy. I'm wearing a size 2X. I know that's crazy, but I like my sweatshirts super oversized to the point where I can wear them as dresses. And I can. Okay, so I wanted to look this up before getting started in today's video, and it was pretty much like the definition of toxic, and it pretty much means a person who is abusive, unsupportive, unhealthy emotionally, someone who basically brings you down more than they bring you up. Almost everyone I've ever met in my life has toxic tendencies, so you are not exempt from being a toxic person because you think you're above that or you think that you're better than that. Toxicity is just something that I think happens with the go in life. I wanted to quickly mention too that just because you're toxic doesn't mean you're a bad person. I feel like a lot of people don't realize when thinking about toxicity in themselves or in others is that this person could have had really toxic parents, a toxic boyfriend that was either abusive or just negative, or they had friends that were really toxic and negative. The world itself is pretty negative. I mean, there's a lot of negativity that goes on in the world. There's a lot of just, angry people. Like when I go on the road in the morning and I am in my happiest state because it's 9 a.m. Within 5 minutes of being out of the house, I usually run into like that one person on the road who you can like look next to in your car, and they're like rolling their eyes, they're like going like this, they're mad as hell at everyone, and it's just not cute. Like it makes you feel some type of way, like why are you so mad? You know what I mean? So this is a type of environment that we kind of are around all the time, and it's kind of sometimes difficult to be positive. So I want you guys to know that toxicity and negativity go hand in hand, and that's kind of like they are very similar to each other. So when I first started spotting toxicity in myself was a couple years ago. Before I had met Alex, I was dating a guy who, he was a little bit older than me, and I was so in love with him. He was my everything, he was my world. I mean, he was a teenage crush, a relationship. It wasn't anything super serious than what I can compare myself to having now, but I was surrounded by him every single day. We spent every day together. I'm very clingy, I'm a Cancer, so I love to just be around the person that I'm with. And yeah, I spent a lot of time with this guy. And something that I noticed from him right out of the gate was that he was super negative, hateful, toxic, and not even just to me, but to his mother, to his sister, to his family, to other people, to random people, to literally strangers. He just had an aura about him where he would always say stupid things like, oh, that person looks so effing stupid, or those jeans don't fit this person, or oh my God, I hate that person's hair, or oh my God, that person has the stupidest car ever. And it's like you listen to it all day long and you become like immune to it and used to it, but like it's so bad and it ends up becoming something that you start doing to yourself. So he would say like, oh, I look so dumb today, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that, I don't have any money, all these things that end up becoming so toxic. You start to, self-sabotage, you start to be hateful towards yourself and all this, and I got so used to it that I think I started really taking it on myself. So like when I would see somebody out, I would talk shit, and when I would see other girls prospering and winning, and it doesn't matter what it was, I was so freaking negative. Like there was never a time where I was like happy for another person genuinely, or just something about toxicity. It's so draining. And let me tell you something, it is so much more difficult to be negative and toxic than it is to be positive, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy to hate on other people. It's really sad and just so, it's bad. It really is. So that was like the first time that I realized that I had that type of behavior. Hold on, I need a drink. Anyways, that was the first time that I realized that I had those types of behaviors and tendencies. And then we broke up and I was back to like, I think, being myself again, because I was no longer around somebody who was toxic that was making me toxic. So I got into my relationship with my boyfriend that I'm with now. We were together for a few years, and last year I was the most toxic that I ever was. So toxic. So for example, I hated college, and I hated people who went to college, and I hated, many different careers, and I couldn't understand other people's motivations and what they did with their life. I hated myself, I hated my body, my hair, my face, my everything. And I would tell myself that every day. So it's one thing to have self-hate, but another thing to reiterate this self-hate every day and for it to become toxic and just super bad. It takes a lot of balls and guts to admit, like, I'm being freaking toxic, I'm being negative, I'm not a healthy person mentally, and I want to fix that. So back to what I was saying about, myself being toxic last year. I had so many different weird things that were going on with my personal life. So my YouTube wasn't thriving the way I wanted to, but then again, I wasn't putting in the hard work that was meant to be put in for my YouTube channel to be thriving. So it was kind of my own issues. And it's crazy because you always blame everyone else for your problems when you're toxic. You think it's, oh, everyone doesn't like me because they're just stupid, or me and my family don't get along because they're idiots, or me and my boyfriend don't get along. It's everybody's the problem but yourself. That's what you keep telling yourself. And one day I was just laying in bed and I said, this is not good. But I remember something clicked in me and I was like, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be toxic. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be unhealthy emotionally. To be honest with you guys, being toxic as a person, it hurts your money. It hurts your relationships. It hurts your friendships. It hurts your growth as a person. You can be stuck in the same situation for 5 years because you're being toxic. So like, I know so many people who are, at 20 are doing the same thing at 25. People that were doing stuff at 25, they're doing the exact same thing at 30. And that could be pretty toxic, because if you're not growing as a person, like, what are you even doing on this planet? I know it sounds kind of crazy, but our whole purpose here on this planet is to grow, is to evolve, is to change, is to be happy, is to love our lives. And this is something crazy, because I think that this is a very taboo topic, because nobody wants to either admit that they love their life or admit that they want to love their life, or that they don't love their life. And I'm gonna be the first one to say that right now, I love my life. I don't think it's perfect. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but I'm on the road to where it's gonna be and where I want it to be. And I am cool with saying that to you guys and saying that to myself. There is nothing wrong with telling yourself good things about yourself. I think that's so crazy. A lot of people, think it's either cocky or overly confident, or I don't know the word for it, but people look at it as, if you say something really good about yourself, or you are positive about yourself constantly, that you are obsessed with yourself. And that's really crazy, because I think that people look at like negative and hateful as relatable. And it's crazy because, I don't want to be relatable if it means me being a negative person. And, I think that I'm relatable on so many other things anyways, like just like my relationship with my body and my skin and loving, taking care of myself. I found that you guys find that pretty relatable. So I don't need to be relatable by being angry, hateful bitch. So I'm going to give you guys the steps to pretty much getting over this toxic behavior now that I've rambled for like 25 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys some pointers on how to get over toxicity in your life. and to become a more loving person towards yourself, towards others, and to just life in itself. First and foremost, I need you guys to step outside. I need you guys to look around, look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the grass, and say, wow, I'm so blessed to be here. Let me tell you something crazy. There are people that died yesterday. There's people that died 10 minutes ago. There's people that died 2 minutes ago. You are so blessed to be here, no matter what condition your life is in. I understand that you and your family could be getting into it right now. I can understand that you and your boyfriend have problems. I understand that you might not have money right now, or that you have 4 crying babies and you don't know how to take care of yourself at this moment. I get that. Life is hard. It's just hard. It's not easy living life. But if it were easy, would we really want to enjoy the good times? I think it's really crazy. People don't realize that there's a reason why we work really hard, and there's a reason why, shit happens that aren't good for us, because then when things do happen that are good for us, it's more intense. It's more amazing. It feels so much better. If your life was always good and everything was always perfect, the good times would just always be really small feeling. They just wouldn't feel as good as they feel when you go through ups and downs. I learned something really amazing, and it was that not everybody on this planet is here to F you over. Something that I always thought my whole life was to not care about others, focus on myself, because everyone else is a piece of garbage, essentially. Let me tell you something. That's not a healthy way of thinking. It's healthy to see tunnel vision when it comes to your hard work and success, but when it comes to interaction with others, it is not healthy to say everybody is here to F me over, so I don't care about anyone. It's just not healthy. It's not good for you, because people that get opportunities in life got opportunities because somebody gave them one, okay? And if you are negative and hate everyone, who's gonna give you opportunities? If you are negative, how are you going to get a boyfriend? How are you gonna get a husband? How are you gonna make friends if everybody's here to F you over? A lot of people do F you over. Newsflash, people do hurt us, and that's okay. We actually grow from it, and it becomes a really great thing. So don't sabotage relationships, friendships, having a good relationship with your coworkers or people who could possibly give you opportunities one day, because you think that they're just gonna screw you over. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. And something that really changed in me was realizing that not everybody here is trying to hurt me. I also wanted to include another way to, get over your toxic behavior, is realizing that there actually are people on this planet who do love their life. And it's kind of insane, because you really think everyone hates their life. Depending on where you live, I don't know where you live, but where I live in a town that is quite small in New Jersey, and a lot of people do really walk around living the day-to-day life, the 9 to 5. They might have an abusive husband, or just a husband that doesn't look at them or speak to them. And this isn't me being judgmental. Then I realize this is a very small portion of the world. There are people who wake up in the morning happy. There's people that wake up in the morning loving their life, whether they, always try to encourage a hobby every week for themselves. They try to better themselves, whether it be going to the gym and wanting to get their body right, and wanting to paint because that's how they relieve stress. Little things like that, people really do. And I was never surrounded by anyone, whether it be family members, friends, or people in my area. I've never noticed people, loving their life. So I thought, nobody does. Nobody loves their life. I might as well just hate mine too. Not true. Not everybody hates their life. So it is okay to love your life. Maybe amongst some people that you will be the abnormal one, because you're going to care about yourself and take care of yourself and love your family, your future husband, your future kids. Maybe you'll love that. And maybe some people will think it's weird. They're gonna be like, why are you so happy all the time? Why are you is that really a bad thing for somebody to question you about? I don't think so. So start realizing that people do love their life, and that you are able to as well. You have the ability to. You just have to figure out what things you don't love right now about your life so that you can fix them. The next thing about getting rid of toxicity in yourself and being able to level up is revert back to your childlike self. Bring your head back to when you were a kid. What were the things that made you the most happy, made you smile the most, made you feel really, just whole as a person? I think that as we get older and become adults, we think that we have to give up on everything that makes us happy, and we have to just do things that are gonna make us money, put food on the table, and just go through the motions of life that are just so freaking boring. But that is not true. You deserve to have a hobby, a passion, or whatever is that's going to make you smile. If going outside and playing soccer for 30 minutes makes you happy, go do it. What makes me happy is painting. So I have told myself that I'm going to paint every once in a while, especially when I'm stressed. Also, what makes me happy is really planning out a new project for myself. I get extremely bored with my life and also, toxic when I'm being repetitive and my life feels the same every single day, like I'm in like the Truman Show or something. If I change up my life a little bit, whether it be take on a new project, whether I'm gonna be renovating something, or I renovated my bathroom a couple months ago and it made me so happy. I renovated my room not too long ago, and these types of things just make me feel the most whole. So definitely find something like that. Bring your mind back to when you were 7 and think to yourself, what was something that my 7-year-old self told me to do or liked doing that I want to implement today? This is going to make you a happier person times 1,000, I promise. Now, this is where other people come in. Let me get my drink because this is going to be needed. Tea. So something that I noticed is a lot of people are really happy or really positive, but they have a lot of toxic people surrounding them. And I'm going to touch on this for a brief moment. If somebody is in your life and for some reason they're stopping you from having self-esteem, stopping you from being happy, stop you from loving your life and yourself, get rid of them. It might be hard, they might be very close to you, and it might be difficult, getting rid of these people, but you're never going to be happy if you keep them in your life. And even if, let's just say they're like a really important family member and you can't get rid of them, spend less time around them. Focus on yourself. Surround yourself with people who are gonna make you happy, because surrounding yourself with toxic people makes you toxic. It's just like a fact. It just is. Unless you're super strong-willed and strong-minded, I commend you. I know a lot of people like that, but somebody like me who soaks in my environment, I just can't do it. Another thing that I think is huge in, 2019 right now, and it's that your cell phone, let me not speak like a freaking old woman, your cell phone really affects your mental health. It makes you toxic, it makes you negative and things like that if you use it wrong. If you feel like looking at certain girls on Instagram makes you feel bad about yourself, whether they have a better body than you or anything, there's 2 things that you can do. You can either unfollow them because their particular appearance upsets you, or you can flip it into a positive thing and say, that girl has an amazing body, I wanna go to the gym. Use it as motivation to better yourself. So when I look at a girl that is bad as hell, and trust me, I follow only bad bitches on my Instagram because it makes me motivated. I learned that, for instance, last year I used to get mad. I'd be like, yo, fuck this bitch, fake ass body, blah, blah, blah. No, this year I'm like, girl looks amazing. I wanna look like that in my own way. And that is something that I've used as motivation rather than hate. Last and final thing that I want to touch on is to realize that there's going to be obstacles in your life that you are gonna have to overcome. Our lives are not perfect. We could have a really toxic parent, or we could have a really hard job, or kids that drive us crazy, or whatever it is, right? The way I look at it is like this, is like I said in the earlier part of this video, is that you cannot go through and enjoy your positive moments if you never experience negative moments. Because if you just only have positive moments, then the positive moments are just going to be lessened. They're just not going to be important to you. Instead of harping on the negative things that are happening to you, look at them as like this is the worst part of my week, and Friday, I'm about to get a facial, I'm about to go out with my girls, I'm gonna have a nice dinner, whatever it be. And look at that as just a part of your life. Like I said, if it's something super draining that you can get rid of it. Pull it out of your life. You don't need extra stress. You just don't. When I did this many months ago, I'm gonna tell you the things that have happened for me. My YouTube channel grew. My relationships got better. I became more successful. I almost feel like I got prettier. As crazy as that sounds, I feel like when I look at myself in the mirror, I got prettier. Either I got prettier or I think I look prettier because I'm more positive about myself. Whether it's either or, I'm cool with, because I look at myself and I'm way happier with what I see now than what I was seeing months ago. When I look back at my older videos from a year ago or 2 years ago, I looked miserable. I didn't look happy to be here. I looked angry. I really wanted to do this video so you guys can really target the things that are pulling you back from making good money, from becoming successful, from getting to where you need to get into life, to finding the right man or the right woman, whoever it be. It's so hard to find somebody who is genuine and loves you and is loyal and is respectful and all the things that you're looking for on your shortlist when you are toxic. So I really want you guys to have all the things that you deserve. You deserve good money. You deserve a good relationship. You deserve a good family unit. You deserve a beautiful home, beautiful cars, everything. Whatever makes you happy, you deserve it. So now let's work on those things. Let's figure out what's most important to us, and let's be happy ass bitches, because there's nothing better. There is literally nothing better than being a happy person, being successful in all areas of your life. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot from it. I enjoyed sitting here making this video for you guys. So if you guys want to have another girl talk video and you guys want to hear about my advice on other things, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see, and I will do it for you. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys soon, and I hope that you guys really start winning and prospering in life. I really wish you guys nothing but the best, and let's all be queens together. Bye guys. Mwah.